But I just got here. I just fucking got here. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Wingnut Roundup. This time for September of 2024. It's a halvesy roundup, a half roundup, a mini roundup. Probably not that many, though. Not as many as you might think. So what's happening today is... Here, fuck, I can't even fucking see with these stupid novelty glasses. What's happening today is that I'm going to be gone for the other second half of the month. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be bye-bye. So I won't be around when we usually would do the roundup. So instead, I'm doing it early like I've done before. And I have curated for you some fantastic stuff. Now, I was only planning for an hour and a half, but I found so much good stuff. It might go longer. It might. It's entirely possible. Is she even gonna... Oh, being sneaky. Mem's had to grab her water bottle. Love you, baby. So, with that being said, I have some great, fantastic stuff for all of you. Also, I want to say a very, very big thanks to Erdania. I have a different camera that I'm using right now. I do not yet have it completely dialed in. So it might look a little funky compared to what it used to look like. I really like the image quality, but it's also not the optical zoom. It's a digital zoom, and like I gotta get it figured out. I might even like reposition how this whole thing works in here. It's got my, I'm like, okay. I'm what happens when you take a gutter punk and turn him into an AV nerd. So I'm constantly trying to like re-innovate different stuff, and I find that I often fail. It would be pretty hilarious if I had documented some of the times I've torn this whole place apart to try and make it better or more efficient or be able to do something different, and it just didn't work. And then to see me completely collapse into a pile of goo, sobbing because it didn't work. I don't really do that. Yeah. But big thank you to Redania. You the man. You the man. Other big updates is, of course, since I am going to be going on tour, I will be in Vegas 3 different times this month and into the beginning of October. I'm going to Joe Bob's Jamboree, drive-in horror movie festival. I'm very excited for that. And I will, for a brief time, 2 days, be in San Francisco. So if you live in any of those cities, you want to go get a beer, hit me up, jeff@jeffholiday.com. I'm very friendly, but I'm not as tall as I appear on your screens. I've gotten that many times. Many times. I'm like, I thought you'd be tall. I am not tall. I'm 5'9". Sorry. Just all there is to it. I'm managing your expectations. Let's see. What else do we have left? You're sick today. Oh, no! A little bit blurry. Am I a little bit blurry? I wonder if I can actually try and sharpen the image. We'll screw around with this thing just a little bit. And what could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? I don't think I actually have. Well, fuck me. All right. Well, we're gonna have to figure this out at some point. That's okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Also, Mickey, thank you very much for continuing to be a member on the channel. Very much appreciate you. I'm cute in real life, too. Oh, yeah, you have met me, Poveros. That's true. That's very true. I will say that. I may not be tall, but I am very cute. Very cute. And I'm very rambunctious in real life. So be prepared. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, I don't think there's any way that I can actually really fix that, but that's okay, because you know what? The focus shouldn't be on me. The focus should be on the Wingnuts, and I'll get it figured out by the time we do the roundup again. So, not that big of a deal. Cheers to all of you. Hopefully you have a nice, tasty beverage. Since we're not doing like a big official thing, I'm not going all out for my fancy bitch $6 bottle of wine, and instead drinking some delicious Rainier beer. We'll see if that affects my performance on the roundup, switching from the wine to the beer. Who knows? I'm not going to shill anything. Not this time. I'm not able to bring you like the full program, so fuck it. Instead, we're just going to jump right into it. One of the earliest Wingnuts we used to feature on the Wingnut Roundup, we find her every now and then doing some fun stuff. She's been busy lately, though. Ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Renstra. I just call her Rachel Renestra. We always just called her Rachel Renestra, even though that's not her name. I don't know. Whatever. Here we go.
Let's say we were time traveling.
Okay.
And we got to go back in time, and we got to somehow figure out how to stop those hijackers. I kind of have a feeling this is what it would look like. Right here.
Like Fight Club. Yeah. Like the end of the Fight Club.
That's all I need to say about that. But that's not what this video is about.
It's kind of a spicy take to start a video, you know? Like, the first fifth of your video is like, controlled demolition. I found so many 9/11 conspiracy videos, but I gotta be honest with you, because, I mean, that's something that I'm working on right now. Doing... What did that
Shorter stream got a speed run sending my love. The roundup has become a special part of my life that I have kept from college through good and bad.
Aww.
You've always been there to give me something to look forward to and drink during. Cheer, Reverend Papa Jeff.
Aw, Shadow Ender 888, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, by the way, I'll wait for this one.
Half a tank of gas for half a Roundup.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. That's pretty accurate, too. That's not bad. Thank you so much, Darth the Cutest. I will say, any and all tips made during this roundup goes to my beer fund while I'm on the road traveling across America on a big fucking Harley. Just saying. Just saying. If you think that's a valid reason. But no, I found all these crazy 9/11 conspiracy videos, and they were all very dull and boring. I feel like that there's still a huge, huge culture of people that believe some of the wildest conspiracy theories about 9/11, but they've really run out of gas to just get creative with it because they just say like the same old stuff over and over again. So it's still worth debunking, and I'm still working on that. But I didn't find a whole lot that I wanted to share on the show today. But this one's different. Here we go.
Have you guys ever seen when George Bush was in the kids' classroom in Sarasota, Florida?
This is interesting.
And the kids were reciting. They were learning how to read. Did you guys ever see this? They weren't just learning how to read. They were regurgitating in a way, like chanting, the new words they learned. And let me just show you the new words they learned on the day that the towers were hit. And by the way, I'm sure this is a complete coincidence, but the words were kite, hit, plane, steel, must.
I've never heard that conspiracy theory before. I've never heard that. I mean, that's pretty fucking wild. That's a good one. That's a good conspiracy. Shush.
Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Hot. Yes, hot. Get ready. Hit. Yes, hit. Get ready. Steal. Yes, steal. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Ready.
Boom, the moments they bow to get their books.
Oh, come on, Rachel.
They lean over.
Come on. It's one thing of like, okay, that's a pretty eerie coincidence, you know, like them going to recite these words that they're learning, and they seem to have some kind of connection. I don't know what kite has to do with it. We don't know if steel is Steeel or Steal. I don't know if that's actually kite or kit. Plane, pretty weird. Pretty weird. Very strange.
To get their books. That is the moment that George Bush is notified about the situation.
Stay on page 150.
There's also entirely a possibility that the audio from this is like scrubbed from something else and pasted onto this. Or maybe it's true. Maybe it's just a wild coincidence. Stranger things have happened. If you've ever watched like those videos on how the Simpsons predicted everything, you know that coincidences are always very spooky. But our brains are hardwired to notice those types of connections. So we're very primed and ready for any kind of interesting conspiracy theory. The more emotionally charged, the more likely we will do it.
But I'm sure we all have different perceptions of what we think happened on that day. Now, having said that, to be very safe here on...
Personally speaking, I think it was a bunch of kites.
Well, if it's for the beer fund.
Yay, thank you again, Shadow Ender. Appreciate you. Also, since this is a shorter roundup, I decreased the TTS down to $10. So, like, you know.
On the TikTok, I just want to know what you think. If you've not seen that video,
I think it's
probably blew your mind. If you have seen that video, it's a nice one to revisit, isn't it? Because what an interesting thing to chant. Now, I personally have never heard of reading that way, but it's a really good way to learn how to read.
Yes.
Not to mention...
Yeah. Like recitation, you know, saying things out loud. Yeah, absolutely. That's how I got taught like that.
The book that the president was reading had to do with the goat, and he was holding it upside down, but I don't know. All that stuff. Just coinciding.
Get ready. Hit. Yes, hit. Get ready. Steal. Yes, steal. Get ready. Play. Yes, play. Get ready. Mush.
It was a must? It sounds like mush. Allahu Akbar. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's silly. It's silly. I hate everything about her video. God, it makes my editing brain hurt. I know. It's very bizarre. And also, like, there really could be something that could be, it's mentioned that George Bush had the book upside down, because he was a fucking idiot. No, nothing that it just had something to do with a goat, I guess. I guess that's supposed to mean something like Satanism or whatever. I don't fucking know. All right. Anyway, fuck it. So that's our 9/11 conspiracy video for our September roundup. Not too bad. I think it's pretty good. I'll accept it. Royal Ann says, it is my birthday. Well, happy birthday to you, Royal Ann. I hope you have an amazing birthday. The Darlin Delane, hello, long time no see. Hope you're having the best day. I'm having a fantastic day. Thank you so very much. Very much appreciate that. It's a good day. I got a pep in my step, as they say, as the kids say. The kids say that, right? Fuck it, whatever. Video editing is her passion. Yeah, Rachel's putting in hours at that cap cut. You know what I mean? All right. I love S-Rob. Now, this is a good point for me to mention something. In November, I get to do something that I've never gotten a chance to do, and I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I get to go to England. I'll be at Birmingham. I'm going to go to Birmingham for the Motorcycle Live Expo. It's going to be badass. I'm going to be working the expo, but I will be there, and I will be partying my fucking dick off. Now, if anybody knows how to get a hold of S-Rob, I want to go get drinks with S-Rob. We might need to hire a Geordie translator. Just saying. Yes, I know I'm a little out of focus. It's a new camera. I haven't dialed it in yet. I'm working on it. It's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to survive this, okay? I think I'm actually a little bit more in focus when I'm all the way back, right? I think so. But we are doing a big meetup in Birmingham, and somebody needs to invite S-Rob because I've got to party with this guy. I still don't know what in the hell he's saying, but we're gonna try and figure it out.
Hi, I'm S-Rob, and I've just had a strange sighting or sightings. I was in a nightclub. I don't think maybe one other person spotted one of these, and I saw a lady in a white dress, I should say. Couldn't see the head, just saw a white lady, and it was gone. It was next to there was two slot machines further from the door. The slot machine further from the door. There's like an opening, like some stairs go down a little way, just a few steps.
Are there a lot of like slot machines in English nightclubs? Is that really like a thing? Is that really a thing? Because like we have a lot. So in Oregon, video lottery. I know it's like kind of big in some states, but in Oregon especially, video lottery is a big thing. And you have these things called delis. And they're not really delis. They might have some food, but really people go there to play video lottery machines. But like in a nightclub, no way.
And some metal railings, and she was on one of the metal railings there. She appeared, and then she was gone. And then I saw like a face or something further back at one point. So I went over. That was the first time before the face appeared. I just went over and I put my hand in the area, not the area, and there was a change in temperature. It was colder, noticeably colder, where she had appeared. And that's a good sign, you see. That means that there's something there. Change in temperature is often felt when these things appear, when ghosts or things.
Okay. So he saw a woman appear in a nightclub, and he went over and he could feel that it was cold where she was. I guess she disappeared on him or something like that. I don't know.
Things like that appear. And there's a change in temperature. Significant. And then later on, just said there was a head, like not a giant head, just a head with maybe a figure in the distance, in the corner of the room. This all happened in the left corner, in that left sort of corner of the room. That's where the stairs go down. It's where the corner where the woman appeared, where the head appeared.
Yeah.
But this was the weird bit. This was the bit where it gets really, up to this point, not too weird. White ladies, grey ladies, not that strange. I think people have seen it before in there. They've been seeing white ladies all over the place. And one of the person may have seen something. I'm not certain. I can't say for certain about that, but one person may have done. But what I think nobody else saw which they wouldn't because I'm obviously an occultist. I'm a sensitive. I've done this for a while, so I can see things that people can't see.
Right.
I described as a bubbly bone man, like a thick skeleton.
A bubbly bone man. A bubbly bone man. Okay, hang on. So you're in the club. Doing your like S-Rob stuff, just kicking it, the drinks, the ladies, whatever. See a ghost, go, it's cold over there. And then you go into the corner and you're like, all right, scanning. Bubbly bone man. There's a fucking bubbly bone man over there. What is a bubbly bone man? What is a bubbly bone man? Is that like a caked up skeleton, And
there's bubbles as well. There's at least 2 bubbles, probably the knees. And there were like bubbles, like they weren't thin bones, they were like fatter bones. And they were grey. And you had like a shaped head, like normal head, like this, with black eyes.
Right.
And grey, And that's what you had, like sitting down with feet like this, sort of like cross-legged, on top of the slot machine. Because there's 2 slot machines, and there was another one further from the door, right next to where the woman appeared, where the ghost appeared, or I would take to be a ghost. That's interesting because, offhand, I can't think of a single demon that looks like that.
Neither can I. A bubbly bone man. Bubbly bone man. Bubbly bone man? Bubbly bone man.
October is my birthday month,
Woo!
so you better as fuck bring your e-game for that.
Oh, I will.
I didn't survive 32 years on this godforsaken planet for anything less than the most wingy of wingnuts. Love ya, Jeff. Have fun on your BRRPTPTPTPTPTP Expo.
Your Expo. Wear a helmet. I will wear a helmet. I promise. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Screwbucket. I really appreciate you, bud. You're a mensch. I love ya. Okay. So, it's a skeleton with bubbly knees. Bubbles on his knees. A bubbly bone man skeleton with bubble knees. Okay. I've never bubbly bone man, 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 bubbly bone. Fuck.
And I can't think of any ghost that appeared looking like that.
Sure.
And that's unusual. Maybe you were talking some sort of genie or something. They can look all sort of strange ways. I've seen strange genies before.
Yeah.
Could be.
Strange genies?
Could be. Bear in mind, I haven't had a drink. I was drinking cola. So I didn't have a drink or anything. So that was a bit weird.
It is a bit weird.
What it also
be,
of
weird.
course, is an alien. That's the theory some people have.
Who?
Basically, these things are aliens, the sightings of ghosts. I don't believe this for all of them, but sometimes sightings of ghosts are experiments by aliens.
Right.
Now, the thing is, I checked on the way back. I thought, there's got to be a craft there somewhere because you're not going to have an alien on top of a machine. That doesn't seem very logical. You've got to have...
Okay, so you don't think it was a ghost. You think it was an alien. But nobody else saw the alien, the bubbly bone man. Bubbly bone man. Bubbly bone man. Bubbly bone man with the bubbly knees. So nobody else saw it, but you're convinced that it's an alien. So when you left the nightclub, you went to go look for the bubbly bone man's bubbly UFO? Bubblefo?
Other ones, yeah. I thought, well, I can't be in the back room. People are going backwards and forwards, and they seem to be okay. Wasn't the loo. I must admit, I noticed before, and I felt a little bit weird early in the night, and that is something that's significant, perhaps. I don't know whether other people did. I didn't want to question because if you ask them, there's no way I could think of doing that without leading them into it. You know what I mean? If you ask them a leading question, you're going to get something back. Or maybe people think that they can't say that because it sounds wrong, So that was interesting.
Indeed. It is interesting. Bubbly bone men are always interesting. What the fuck? Bubbly flying object. A BFO. Yeah, a BFO. A bubbly flying object. I like that. If he's joyful, he's a bubbly bone man. I like that too. That's very good. Very good.
Bubbly bone man? I don't understand this.
Bubbly bone man.
It's completely unnatural. This is something you read about in a bad horror novel. Like something out of Bridgeport.
Ouch. Ouch. That's a deep cut. Ouch. Ouch. That's a deep cut. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you son of a bitch. You got to reference my fucking horror novel. And ouch. Ouch. You bought me a camera. I can't get that mad. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Yeah, the Bubbly Bone Man just wanted to get wasted in the pub. I agree. Go to a stranger and ask, did you see the Bubbly Bone Man? I know. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. I think we might. We gave S-Rob 4 minutes. That's a lot more than we usually give him. Bubbly Bone Man. Let's see. Here was Negan. Be rad if you was a guest on mine and Dawn's show Immoral Combat. We aren't completely ready, but plan to be very soon. I'd compensate you for your time. So as a general rule, I don't like the idea of being paid to be on somebody's show or anything like that. It's just a thing. I like talking to people. I'm an extremely busy guy. Extremely busy. When I'm not doing like online stuff like this sort of thing, which I'm trying to as much as I can. I'm being husband, father. I've got like other projects in real life and stuff that I'm working on. Doing this motorcycle tour thing. If we can make it work, we can make it work. You can always get a hold of me, jeff@jeffholiday.com. Let me know about your project, and if I can figure out some good scheduling time, I can drop in for an hour or something like that on anybody's show. I'll talk to anybody. I don't give a fuck how many subscribers or whatever. Like, if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. No compensation, though. I won't do that. I am not that fucking special. No, sir. Randomness says, your yearly reminder to watch Over the Garden Wall. Fuck, randomness. I keep meaning to do that. Echo, remind me tomorrow at 9 a.m. Watch Over the Garden Wall. Okay. Jesus, I can't believe I have totally forgotten to do that. Again. That's like 1,000,000 times now.
How is this man gonna do all this balloon voodoo and somehow be surprised that Bubbly Bone Men have invaded our realm?
Right?
Love you, Jeff and Mems.
Right?
Be safe on your tour.
It's so crazy. Thank you very much, God Parrot. I appreciate you. Let's see. All right. Oh no, don't worry. Like, it's not. As far as like when people talk about like my schedule or time or anything like that, it's not like I'm like, well, I have a busy schedule. It's just I have obligations that I do and whatnot. So by all means, just send me what you're interested in doing. Let me know. Email me. We can talk about it. All right. So speaking about aliens.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa.
Yes.
Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mundi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going?
She needs to use that intro in fucking everything. It's so fire. I don't care how many times she tries to reinvent herself or make new intros and whatnot. That one fucking song is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Anyway, we got her and Errol today.
I really do pray, family, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life very much on your own terms. This is my co-host, Errol, sending you love, sending you prosperity, hoping that you really, family...
Jesus Christ. Griffin Dog was like, also, if Jeff is busy, he's like, I'm going to become a blacksmith this week. I still like being kind of a blacksmith. It's too hot. It's too fucking hot to play with a forge right now, okay? So that I put that away when it starts to heat up, all right? I'm going to go back to being a horrible, horrible blacksmith as soon as it gets cold. I know the dog's so cute. Let's go.
Family, you are secure in your own narrative, because I won't stop saying this. I feel like we are going through some kind of global invasion. And this feels very spiritual. And it's been talked about. It's been programmed.
Yeah.
They've been... plugging it into all the dimensions, family. And I feel like right now they're finally here. And there's a lot of people who have been reporting, seeing other beings who, if you were to look with these two eyes, look like humans, but when you look with here, it brings another vibe. And there's a lot of videos.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's what most people don't understand. You can't just see an alien. You have to open up your third eye in order to see the bubbly bone men. If you can't open your third eye, you'll never see the bubbly bone men, but they're here. They sit atop of slot machines in English pubs. I mean nightclubs. Don't try and find their spaceship. You won't be able to find it. I'm a blacksmith? Not really. Okay. Here's what happened. I know we're supposed to be watching Mumbi, but what happened was I got absolutely addicted to Forged in Fire. One of my very, very good friends is actually a Forged in Fire champion. He lives 3 miles that way. And he was like, yeah, I'll teach you how to do some shit. And so I went over to his forge, and we fucked around, and I kind of made a knife. And so I got a forge and an anvil and some tools, and I managed to, like, beat on a bunch of shit for, like, a month before it got too hot for me to fuck around with my forge. That's what happened. So I'm still, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing still, but it's fun. It's really fun. It's very cathartic to heat up and bang on steel. It's really fucking cool.
That people have been talking about how, you know, they got a really uneasy feeling in a supermarket or in a restaurant somewhere outside, and they just got this really, like, negative, repelling kind of vibe, family. That's why I feel there are aliens amongst us. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I think this happened since April 8th. On April 8th, family, I feel that 2 stargates were opened.
Oh.
Or maybe, they say multiple ancient stargates were open, but like the 2 doors to light and darkness, if you want to the higher worlds and to the lower realms.
Okay.
And just as right now, there are angels and supermen and women and superhumans walking amongst us.
But okay. I thought we were talking about aliens. Like, Stargates open, apparently back on April 8th. I don't know what the fuck happened April 8th. What happened April 8th of 2024? Does anybody know, like, in the Grand Wingnut calendar, what that was supposed to be? I'm just saying. I don't know. You know what? I'll make a third. Okay, I'm getting some comments in the chat. I'm gonna have to make myself some blacksmithing thirst traps, and I'll put them out. All right. Once I get back into it, I'll make some thirst traps. But look, so, and they open a Stargate, and I would see why there would be, like, aliens coming out. But now you're talking about, like, superheroes and angels and demons and shit. Like, was that the Lionsgate portal thing that, like, some people kind of talked about? I don't know how the Bubbly Bone Man fits in yet. Maybe she'll tell us.
Being walking miracles, the fact that they're here on a high vibration is changing the world. But at the same time, family, there is also they opened that portal with CERN, and they've allowed in some really nefarious demonic and...
Was that the eclipse? That's right. Yeah. Right as I say that, I look down and Povero says that was the eclipse. Right. Yeah. I think, oh man, I bet you we watched a bunch of videos on the April Wingnut Roundup about people talking about how they were gonna spin up CERN during the eclipse. Yep, that's what I think it is.
Entities. And if you look at all the weird things that are being discovered on, National Geographic and all the different animals and stuff like that, you'll know the season and the times that we're in. For example, family, in Japan, they just now cleared something where they can do testing on chimera. Chimeras are basically like those half humans, half animal kind of DNA family,
right.
DNA and human DNA and animals and stuff like this, which has been going on for a very long time. But when they actually come and say it on such a public platform, then you know that we really in that age. And the reason I share this, family, is you really have to start relying on your spiritual discernment. You really have to start training yourself.
What does that mean?
To know what your senses are trying to tell you, because your body is an inbuilt alarm system.
Listen, beloveds, you must believe your inner paranoia. If you think that you've seen a bubbly bone man, You have beloveds. They are everywhere, okay? The bubbly bone men are amongst you. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I finally found a fun video from Moombi. Like, Jesus.
I'll send you the EP we do with Billy TF and Shabs.
Ooh,
Before
cool.
we upload it. I'm the one who had Shabisky at my house and went to DC with them. Immoral Combat is going to be a dank dumpster show. We comp guest 4-time and exposure.
Sounds like fun, man. Sounds like a good time. Sounds pretty awesome.
Moonby, CERN isn't capable of opening dimensional rifts like that. Everyone knows you'd need the Enterprise or Voyager and their deflector dish.
True.
Having a former Borg drone running it wouldn't hurt either.
That's also true. Very, very true. Duh. Or an antimatter explosion from the collision of two warp-capable nacelles. Could rip a hole right through not only space, but time. That's a Yesterday's Enterprise reference there for you. Tasha Yar came back. Got Tasha and Guinan. Good episode. Good fucking episode. By the way, you know what? I'm going to actually shill somebody else's content. I never do this on the Roundup, but it's a great video that Cousin Matt recommended to me. And it's done, I think she's a physicist. I think the YouTuber is a physicist. Angela Collier did this video called How Star Trek Picard Ruined Star Trek. It's like almost 4 hours long. I could not be more entertained for almost 4 fucking hours. Great video. Angela Collier, How Star Trek Picard Ruined Star Trek. So if you're a Trek fan, you will probably like it. It's not the same kind of like, I just hate new Trek, which I do hate new Trek. It's very well thought out. It's pretty fucking rad. Shill your channel. You gotta pay me, buddy. You gotta pay me. That's my boss from the motorcycle tours. He pays me plenty. Thank you again. Here's Negan and Darth Acutis. Let's see. What else do we have here? Hikaru Sakamori. Love being able to finally get here for a full stream. Hopefully I can still work on my scripts without getting too distracted. I will take that fucking challenge. And then we'll get to that next one right after our next video, because I just realized that one of the videos that we're going to watch later actually does pretty good right about here. So let's watch this one. This one's pretty good. Here we go. This is fucking wacky.
You know, Dan, I've had a lot of encounters. I had an encounter with a hybrid.
Oh.
That I can't tell you all the details now, but it was a direct connection to my family being involved. They didn't create the hybrid, but they were stolen from to create the hybrid. I saw the hybrid. I've been on assignment to try to find it and kill it for many years now.
Wait. On assignment from whom? Whomst? Ma'am. Time out. Okay. I fully believe that you might be on assignment, an assassination mission, if you will, to take out some hybrids, whatever fucking type of hybrids you're talking about. But I need to know, at the behest of whomst exactly is telling you to go and take out the hybrids. I need details like this. You can't just say shit.
I'm just going to say that. I don't care. And also, I have dealt with shapeshifters. I had a werewolf who is a shapeshifting person. This is real, guys. This isn't just the movies. Snap out of it. This is real.
Snap out of it.
Okay, and this werewolf was on assignment to take out a bride of Christ that had been rescued, a bride of Satan, that they were grooming her to be the bride of Satan, that had been rescued.
So it's a bride of Christ that they were grooming to become a bride of Satan, and this werewolf was doing it or was trying to eat them?
Rescued from the cult, and so the werewolf came as a punisher because a werewolf is an assassin. Sure. And I got in the way. And so I was also targeted by that same werewolf. So I've seen shapeshifters. I've seen hybrids with my own eyes.
Sure.
I've dealt with them. I've encountered them. I'm sound of mind. And this is real.
I for one, believe her. Absolutely. This is real, guys. This is real. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. Right. Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't know I needed to get high before this stream. It's the Wingnut Roundup, man. You've been here long enough. You know the drill. Super Animaniac. Hey, Reverend Daddy, sipping some J juice while I line my ball chakras. Trans rights. Trans rights right back to you, my friend, and to all of my friends. Too good. Too good. Bride of Satan. Bride of Christ. Bride of Satan. Bride of Christ. Here's Harry Matadine doing more stupid shit.
Part 2, Harry drinking from the nose, coconuts, without any mature urine.
This time, no mature urine in his coconut water when he slurps it through his nose.
There's a little bit in there, yeah?
Lovely.
Did you say there was a little bit of aged urine in there? You got it, buddy. Chug, 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 chug. Keep it in. You know what's really funny too is I almost started bragging about, like, I could do that better. I could do that way easier. I could just slam that whole shot straight through my nose. Then I realized if I said that, I'd have to prove it. I'm not doing that. So, thank God. How is he not drowning himself? Having done stupid party tricks where, like, I drank a beer through my nose when I was way younger, like 39. No, I was like in my 20s, early 20s. I did drink a beer through my nose. It's really not as hard as you think. The first time you try and do it, you're like gagging pretty bad, you know, but it's really not good to do. It's really bad for your fucking sinuses to put anything up your nose. Really bad. Super, super bad.
Sorry. Nice, though. You got a good flow. Take a breath, you know, like enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's
so you can, enjoy it too.
You gotta enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Of it.
Right. This
Next
is
to the salty sea.
This is for pleasure, Harry. This is for pleasure. All right. Anyway, we're gonna accelerate this a little bit until he like has trouble. There we go.
I'll take a moment.
You feeling good? Do you feel good? Do you feel proud of yourself?
How does it feel? Do you feel like the nostrils are open?
I can sense the medicine in the body making me happier.
I can sense the medicine in the body. Come on, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, man. Come on. Let your nose palate taste it. Yeah, sure. Gross. Blech. 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 Right. Anyway, let's get away from anything nose related. Oh wait, hang on. Uh-oh.
So many dudes do snow, and they snort it up their nose, and then they get what's called Coke hummus cannon, which is where you cannot get the...
You guys... Sorry. Fellas, and some ladies, you ever get snow hummus cannon? You guys ever have a bad case of snow hummus cannon? You know, when you've had too much snow and your hummus cannon, you know,
get the hummus cannon to get hard, and the feeling is really broy. When I get it, I know why you want to snort the snow, because it's such a broy feeling. But the thing is, the snow in Canada is not pure. It comes from Colombia, but by the time it gets to Canada, it's been cut with so many things. I was at a party once. This is actually one of the reasons why I was actually convinced to stop it. The dude was like, yeah, my friend used to deal snow, and then he stopped, but then he wanted to test it. So he went to 5 or 10 different dealers, and he tested all their snow, and he could only find 6 or 7% snow in any given sample of snow.
Okay. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. If you don't know what he's talking about la cocaína, all right? Nobody's going to be like, for science, I'm going to go and procure for myself 6 different random samples around the Toronto area and have them tested, to see what kind of snow is in my snow. Like, no, dude, shut the fuck up.
Well, actually, Jeff, as a lifelong fan of werewolf horror films, they don't eat humans, they turn humans lol.
True. That's true. That's very true. Okay. That's very true. Ooh, Ames is in the chat. Hi, Ames. Miss you. All right, here we go.
The rest was fentanyl and baby powder and vitamin C and who knows, God knows what else made in bathtubs. No wonder everybody's so screwed up in this city. It's very dangerous, actually. I lost my cousin to snow, and I could have very easily been lost to snow as well. But anyway, all that's to say is if you can just hold in your seed.
Before he continues, I will also agree. It is very dangerous these days. As somebody who does not really do drugs anymore, it's been a very long time, but I have done many in my past. There is a lot of sketchy shit that goes on, and a lot of people do get slip stuff that they don't want in their drugs. So be very safe if you do that. So just saying.
And sniff underneath an intact dude's mushroom, you can get freaking high naturally. You don't need snow when you can sniff the primal smells from the scrotum, from the stink portal, and an uncircumcised.
I wish I knew what he was going to say next. I really do. What was he going to say next? It's a mystery, you know, like, just saying. Every time I want to get high, I just, approach a random man on the street and say, yo, bro, how about I sniff the underside of that mushroom? Maybe your baby batter factories, maybe your stink portal. And usually they're like, okay, let's get high together. Why uncircumcised? I don't know. I thought I'd stick a little bit of Wild Nick Man in there a little early for you guys, because a lot of times there's some people who they don't stick around for the end because the end is like the really gross stuff, and it is this time too. But sometimes that means they miss out on the brilliance of Will Blunderfield. So I want to stick it right in the beginning, All right, let's see. How are we doing here? All right, what's next? Yes, Sam the Illusionist. Now, I'm not going to do to you what I did to some people on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/RealJeffHoliday. Check it out. We found this one when we were hunting for wingnuts the other day, and I let it play for way too long, and people were screaming at me. Like, dude, no, move on. But I was fascinated, so we'll only play a little bit of it. Yeah, just you'll see why. If you haven't seen the recent Wingnut Roundups with Sam the Illusionist in it, you'll figure out why.
We are the Pleiadians now in communications through these instruments in our hearts. And we as the Pleiadians shall now address and answer the queries which are presented today through these instruments in our vibratory system.
Okay. They're going to channel through Sam's inner vibratory system. Hot.
However, we recommend the peoples of your planet to only accept those thoughts which resonate deeply within the inner heart. Furthermore, with regards to the query about the so-called photograph of a supposed Bigfoot.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know we're about to get to Bigfoot, but I just really need to point out that this dude, when he's channeling, talks like a 14-year-old who's trying to sound very mature when he's like chatting online. You know, like the supposed query of the accomplishment of the blah, blah, blah. Like, buddy, buddy.
We must state that the understanding of the image as presented is such that in the infinite cycles of creation there is various entities which exist on different vibratory planes. The entity known
So like, okay, you have to understand that on different vibratory planes there are other different entities. Oh, in other dimensions there's other stuff. Easy.
as Bigfoot is one such entity from a plane not native to your current third density reality.
Right. So he's a Bigfoot is an exile from another plane of reality who just kind of like Stranger Things slipped through a fucking portal and from the upside down, and now he's just like wandering around. And also, Bigfoot's got some cake. He's got some fucking cake. It should be big cake. Big cake. He's a big cake. Are the bubbly bone men on that plane? Well, he's got a bubbly butt. Bubbly Bigfoot butt. Bubbly Bigfoot butt. Whatever the fuck.
Furthermore, this entity hails from a vibratory condition slightly removed from that of the human experience. It is, in essence, an observer of certain energetic vortices and closely aligned with the earth consciousness. As for the image itself,
there are no periods in his speaking. There's no punctuations, no nothing. Just one long, monotonous talking. Bigfoot is a refugee from another plane of existence who is here on accident, but is part of the earth consciousness somehow and is kind of like walking around and is like an observer spirit or something like that. Easy. Easy. God, look at the cake. Look at that fucking butt. Look at that absolute dumpy trumpy. Dumpy trucky. Dump truck? Dump truck. Look at that fucking... Jesus Christ. It's huge. Like, I ain't got shit on that, man. I got, like, fucking nothing. That's nothing compared to that motherfucker. That Bigfoot, listen, okay? Hot take for the Roundup. Bigfoot squats. Bigfoot does, like, fucking power squats, like sumo squats and ski squats and shit. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. A badonkadonk? It's a Bigfoot-a-donk. Big donk-a-foot donk. Big a fonka donk. Big a... Jesus fucking. Fuck my fuck. Okay. Anyway. Cake is also to mean booty. Yes. Yes. When you say somebody is caked up, that's what that means. Is yeah. Got some lovely lady lums? Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Who has better cake, Bigfoot or Mothman? Ooh. I'm going to go with Bigfoot. Yeah. Bigfoot hits the gym. Yeah, sure. Goes on walks. Good on cardio. Absolutely. All right, let's just give this a couple more seconds. Hang on.
Of what has been perceived is not a fully materialized
Sasquatch. I'm sorry. That's fucking funny right there. Sasquatch. Fuck yeah, dude. Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Get your Sasquatch in, everybody. Fuck yeah. When are we going to get a Shandy and Rev video? Maybe someday. Sasquatch. Fuck. Super Animaniac said, did he just... Oh, this is from the Will Blenderfield one. Did he just say you can get high huffing farts? He didn't say specifically farts. He mostly was talking about like the stink from the butthole. The stink portal. The stink portal. Sauce squat. I would actually have a Shandy and Rev video on the Roundup. I don't have a problem with doing it. But they usually, their content is usually so long and drawn out that it doesn't really quite work for the format of the Roundup. That's why I haven't really had them on before. Woolier says, hey, I just joined midstream. Gotta say, the werewolves hybrids are real. Lady sounded like she was describing the synopsis to a spicy furry comic. True. Very true. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which I could get behind a little bit better. You know what I mean? Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, Christ. All right. Now, I've been talking for a while about how the Venn diagram between conspiracy-minded right-leaning politics, not all people who are into right-wing politics, but the conspiracy-minded ones, the Venn diagram between them and the wellness influencer industry has become almost a perfect circle at this point. It's very rare that you'll find a wellness guru that isn't buying into this kind of stuff. So, I know I'm kind of fuzzy right now. It's a new camera. I haven't dialed it quite in yet. We're working with it, okay? This is what we got. We got some certified health nut here. He's going to tell us that no one is coming to save you. Here we go.
The world has gone a little bonkers. And I'm here to tell you, no one's coming to save you. I've been on this planet for almost 60 years, and I've realized that the systems that are at play, they are hell-bent on moving forward with or without you, and they don't care about your health, and they don't care about your long-term survival. That's a you issue. Internally, we should have that mechanism on what's on the horizon to eat and what could potentially eat us. And then protect and provide accordingly. The thing is, our internal primal instincts have been subjugated for the almighty dollar, for the almighty nonsense, the almighty chemical.
You literally sell your channel for product placement. You literally sell nutraceuticals on your website for money. You are a capitalist, my guy. You don't get to just make these broad proclamations like, well, we're all sold out to capitalism. By the way, make sure you go and buy ultra fucking super powered ball energizing red light laser therapy and take this fucking giant fistful of nutraceutical supplements every fucking day. Like, shut the fuck up.
That is confusing and subjugating our internal system, our innate intelligence, the voice of God inside of us, our gut instincts, our intuition has been turned off by, let's just say, something like glyphosate, which kills the gut.
Glyphosate. Did you hear that he got ripped off $50,000? Wait. I need details on that. Did Troy Casey, certified health nut, get ripped off for $50,000? Really? Really? Also, it's refreshing to hear a callback to old conspiracy theories like glyphosate. It's pretty good.
Gut microbiome inside of your intestinal tract, which is essential for feeling the environment. It's almost like we have a death wish. And that makes sense because you see some of our biggest industrialists, like Bill Gates, very interested in giving us injections that are here to cull the population. In fact, if you remember the...
Here to force us into terrible jump cuts, I guess. What the fuck?
Georgia Guidestones that were blown up during the 2020 election season. It was written in stone that they wanted to cull the population to 500 million. So we've got almost 8 billion people on the planet right now. You want to stand and be counted. You want to be clear mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You want to have prime directive, clear on your forward movement, what your dream is, what your gift and service to humanity is, how to tune up your instrument so that you are clear, so that you can provide for your family.
You know, this whole clear, saying that you need to get clear, that's like Scientology kind of shit, dude. That's really weird. It's very, very weird. I don't think he's a Scientologist, though. I don't think they'd take him.
You see what's happening in the political structure. There is a joke going on right now. Some kind of lie, some kind of deception that this senile old man is actually running the military-industrial complex. As if any...
As opposed to every other senile man that's run the military-industrial complex, you know what I'm saying? You know?
president has ever really run that situation that we've seen do so much death and destruction. After the IMF and the World Bank, they do these loans to third world countries that have natural resources that we covet in the West to make our economies run. And so we wipe indigenous people off of their land and snatch whatever we want. And so these are unsustainable systems. Again, back to no one's coming to save us. And you don't want to be one of those indigenous people that's just in the way, collateral damage. And I think we're seeing that.
Pretty sure you live on an indigenous land, Troy Casey. Just pretty sure.
In the United States right now, where they're just flooding the influx of army-ready young males coming across the border. And so what are they trying to create? Some kind of internal coup d'etat within the United States of America. Why? Because we represent freedom, because we still have the Second Amendment in place.
Okay, hang on a second. People have been saying that we are getting military-ready men illegally immigrated into the United States for probably 60 or 70 years now. It is not a new thing. It has been around for a long time. And so far, we haven't had this rising up coup d'etat of Mexicans. What we have had is delicious food. And granted, they're pretty exploited for their labor and that sort of thing. But by and large, people that commit less crime than the people that are naturally born here. Weird. Super weird, Troy Casey. Super weird. Very strange. And why would they want to take over America? Because they hate our freedom? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If people are coming from a place that doesn't have a whole lot of freedom, why would they want to move here and then erode that freedom? Wouldn't they want to move here to enjoy that freedom? Doesn't that make a little bit more sense? And they hate us because, we have the Second Amendment? What? How does that even make any sense?
We represent the only vestiges of freedom left because we have the Second Amendment. So, of course, destroying that is of interest to those that want to control everything. So no one's coming to save us. No one's coming to save you.
In Troy Casey's mind, literally anything that is not America is not free and is a hellscape of authoritarianism and blah, 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 blah. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Because we have everything so good here, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love America. I love my country. But this idea of, propping it up as this beautiful city on the hill, it's not that. It's never been that. It has problems. And saying that we have problems is a patriotic act. It's a good thing to say when something is wrong, because then hopefully we can make it better. That means you care about your country and you care about the people in your country. And hopefully you're not a dickhead and you care about even the people in your country that are illegally there. Because they're people in your country, it's fucking strange. I'll give him just a little bit longer, but this whole rant is so bizarre to me.
Are the solution. You are the miracle that you're looking for. People want to know what to do and who to vote for, and I comment on anything and, you're against the Democrats. That means that you're a Trump supporter, or you're a Trump supporter, which means you're a misogynist. The pitfall of the battle that's happening right now is on the human mind. The human mind has been subjugated because of...
And you're not helping with that fact. You're not helping with that at all. If you don't like Democrats, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a Trump supporter. There's a likelihood that you are, but it doesn't necessarily mean so. And if you're a right-winger, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a misogynist. Even if you're like a hardcore Trumper, it doesn't mean necessarily you're a misogynist. And there's also a great disconnect. We need to understand this to have some patience with our fellow people. We can make condemnations that we think, broadly speaking, some groups of people might hold certain types of values. They might not think so. Whether or not that's true, in their hearts, they might not think so. And that means that they're not lost. It means that they're not unreachable, right? That you can still talk to these people because they don't actually have an extreme ideology, even if they're currently following and part of an extreme ideology, because in their mind, they might not realize it is. Not everybody is terminally online, Sometimes it's good to have patience. Now, if somebody is terminally online and they're just being an abrasive asshole, then you just tell them to fuck off, because that also is a patriotic act. And that is my rant for that video. Boom! Done. You like dogs? I love dogs. Dogs are the best. See, and that's something that we could all get along with, right? Like, despite whatever political opinions we might have, everybody loves dogs. If they don't like dogs, I don't know, man. You should like dogs. Dogs are fucking cool. Dogs are the best. They're like literally the best creatures on the planet. Somebody was saying that if his opinions weren't so shit, they might think Troy Casey's hot. I agree. Look, for a man that's almost 60, he is a handsome motherfucker. His opinions are dog shit. His brain is melted into fetid ape snot, right? But nah, he's a handsome dude. He's a handsome dude. It's okay to say that. It's all right. You can have crushes on people that are terrible people. Our attractions don't necessarily have to make sense with what our brains say. You know what I mean? Is what it is. Cats over dogs. You can like cats more than dogs, but you can't say that dogs are bad. Dogs are awesome. Anyway, let's get some good serotonin going here. Let's get some Diana Cooper.
Here's how this beautiful orb of the Archangel of Animals can help you. The Angel of Animals is a fabulous sunshine yellow color. His name is Archangel Felier. And when you look at this orb and you breathe his energy in, it helps you to connect to the animals. So you can ask him to help an animal or to help a whole species of animals.
Okay.
And you can feel much closer to animals so that you can help them better. And especially if one is your beloved pet. So just ask Archangel Felier and the Angel of Love in the middle, the pure white energy in the middle, to help an animal that needs it.
Dear Archangel Felier. Sorry. Dear Archangel Felier, please bring me a caked up Bigfoot tonight. Barring that, maybe a bubbly bone man. I don't know. I'd settle and turn it up a bit. No, it's how some of these things come across, man. You know. I love her so much. She's so fucking wholesome. She's so wholesome. I love her. She's the best. All right. Anyway, time for some Mark Bayerski. Oh, God. You can definitely see how I haven't dialed in my green screen well enough right now. See that? Is that better? Is it better? Is it any better? No? Okay. Well, fuck it. We're just going to deal with it. Whatever, guys. We're going gorilla on this one.
It has been the greatest demonic tool ever created in this world. We are now literally handing over a device that is more powerful, more deadly than smack, than heroin.
Ooh.
Because once that's in their hand, you've now sucked their energy. You've taken everything of their life that they should have been living in nature, in observation. The reason why we go into nature is to observe and heighten our senses, or some people say to awaken our senses.
Sure.
You can't awaken your senses in concrete, guys. It's impossible. So just be aware of that. You have to take your children out. You have to take this.
You got to take your children out. You heard it her first. Mark Bayerski, advocating for the assassination of children. No. Like, cell phones are worse than smack, worse than heroin. The absolute worst.
Demonic tool away from people, away from children. What I'm seeing now more and more is this is the evidence of stupidity of humanity. We know something is bad, and yet we continue to do it. Now, there's nothing more stupid than us doing it and saying, oh, yeah, I know it's bad, but I can't help it. No, that's living in denial. That is stupidity to its highest degree.
Of course.
If you can catch yourself on that and it's sucking your energy, in 15 minutes in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've caught yourself doing it, you should take action straight away.
What should you
if
do?
If not, then this has taken over you. It's controlling you. And giving that to a child is child abuse. There's no other two ways. And of course, child abuse is in schools, because these are in schools. It's child abuse. Child abuse in schools. The schooling system's always been child abuse.
I love the so one of the reasons why I love looking at Mark Bayersky over on YouTube is like, hello, my beautiful friends. I can't do his accent now for some reason. I don't know. I burped. This is Moldavite, and Moldavite is very good for clearing your chakras and healing you and bringing you such peace and prosperity. And then you go over on Rumble and he's like, worse than heroin, worse than smack, it's child abuse if children have cell phones. Like, dude, come on. He'd do well on TikTok? Yeah, probably.
It's been teachers throwing board rubbers at people back then. It was teachers that were standing you outside, putting your finger over your mouth for daring to question the narrative. Now it's these. They don't need to do any of that. They just stick this in your hand because you're lobotomized. You have no thoughts of your own. You have no interaction. You have no creativity. You don't think outside of the box. All you do is cut and paste. That's all you do. You are now officially a dumb ass robot with nothing to say other than what this black screen tells you. You have no humanity left in you. Wow. You're gone. You're finished. Wow. You're a robot. You're a zombie. That's why I say this is abuse.
It's fascinating. It's not like there's no like calm about this, right? It's just like, if you have a cell phone, if a kid has a cell phone, you are now a brainless zombie. It may contain the source of all human knowledge, easily accessible. You can learn physics. You could learn biology. You could learn a new language. You could do all of these amazing things, but no. If you're not outside playing with crystals, then you're a zombie. You're a zombie. Like, dude, fucking calm down. Calm your fucking tits. Holy shit. Who's a lobotomite? Children, apparently. Apparently children. It's weird because, like, wingnuts very often, they don't think beyond just their own basic message, right? For them, it's so much more important to just get across like this message without thinking about the repercussions of what they're actually saying. Like, am I right now like condemning everybody's kids to just being like a horrible brainless piece of shit? No. That doesn't matter. I need to make sure everybody knows that I think they're fucking terrible and they're brain dead and they're stupid. There's just no self-awareness there. It's very strange. Let's see. Okay. So memory's not available today during the roundup. I know people are going to be sad about that. And I'm going to have to use the bathroom. So I'm going to let a guest host take over the roundup just long enough for me to run and go pee. Are you ready? You ready? Here we go.
But on the way back, I looked for a craft and I tried it with the camera phone, and nothing, so I couldn't see anything. But it was definitely a very, very weird creature, this. Normal human proportions, humanoid, grey. Trying to think what it would be like. It was probably what I think about it, it would have to be, no, I don't know what size it would be. It's difficult to judge the size. First I thought it would be normal human size. Could have been. If it was, but it wasn't. I would say it was a normal to thin human, what I would say. Probably not a tall human. It wouldn't be a tall one of us. Maybe average, maybe slightly short. But it was on top of the machine, and it appeared and then disappeared again. Not I'm saying it wasn't there. I'm thinking it was probably being there all the time, but I just saw it like the white lady rather. she was probably there all the time, but I didn't see her, which is why when I put my hand in, I was near, you could feel the change in temperature. Now, there's also, it got colder. It also got colder above the machine. I put my hand above the slot machine. God knows what the staff thought I was doing, but it got colder above the slot machine as well. It was slightly colder, which is interesting. So whatever she is, or he is, they are similar in some way. Now, the thing is, I will describe him as white to seem the same colour that he was. I would say he was white as well, but he was a very light grey. I would say she was so close as to be called white. You know what I mean? There's very few things that are completely 100% white, but I'd say she was white. And actually, he was pretty white as well. I wouldn't describe him as grey as such, but he wasn't a bright white, if that makes any sense. Like I said, some people maybe describe him as grey.
Here comes Penny. Here comes Penny. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, there's the girl. All right. There's the girl. Who's a good puppy? She makes the cutest little grunts. It's the cutest thing. Especially if, like, because she sleeps on the bed, like at the foot of the bed. But before she does, she always has to crawl up and try and lick my face before we go to sleep. And she makes this, like, sound at me. Like she's trying to talk. It's really cute. You're a cute dog. You're a good girl. You're a good dog. Thank you, baby. Everybody wanted to say hi. All right, let's get out. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. All right, anyway. Thank you, Esrob, very much for giving me a pee break. Everybody, thank Esrob for me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Next up, who do we got? Oh, no. Oh, man. Doesn't she look pleased to be here? Doesn't she look pleased to be here? It's great. All right, what do you got?
Now, as always, because this is remote viewed, I do not do any external research. I have no idea what other people are saying or even sort of alternative news agencies. I just do not allow any of that information in to keep my channeling, to keep my remote viewing as clear as possible.
I make sure that I'm the most uninformed motherfucker on literally everything I ever say, so that you can know that what I'm going to say is going to be the pure, undistilled brain drip coming straight, organically, if you will, from my mind. All right.
Free from other perceptions, okay? Once again, take it or leave it. So here's what I saw. Yes. So the words that I wrote down was, this is an orchestrated attack. Those words in particular, orchestrated attack, really came through here.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of this orchestrated attack?
Right, sure.
3 things: depopulation, sterilization, and fear.
Ooh.
Now, we are...
So, big question. Type it out in the chat. What your best guess is. What do you think she's talking about? What agenda? You know, what big conspiracy do you think she's talking about? Just type it out in the chat. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think. I'm not sure when she references it, but we'll see. I'll give you just a couple of seconds to type in your best guesses. We'll see if she says it. If not, then I'll reveal it. Bubbly trombone man? Probably not.
Already know that they have been focusing on depopulation, sterilization, and fear for a number of years, and their attempts at this are just getting more obvious.
Ukraine, vaccines, Israel, moon landing, Minecraft movie. That's a good guess. Project 2025, probably not. Fake meat, Dems voting, trans people, gay people. Good guess. Good guess. Okay. The debate, the gays.
It takes a special kind of uninformed bullshitter to admit that they are, in fact, an uninformed bullshitter before espousing their uninformed bullshit.
Yes, brazen, one might say. Brazen. Thank you very much, Darth the Cutest. I appreciate you.
Now, with the depopulation and the sterilization, even though I didn't see this directly, I have a feeling, okay, but once again, take everything with a grain of salt. I have a feeling that the depopulation and sterilization are more so coming from the vaccine that they're going to give rather than monkeypox itself.
Ooh, nobody guessed monkeypox. That's right. Monkeypox. Anybody remember monkeypox? I barely do. Monkeypox. Sure. Why fucking not? Jesus Christ.
I did not confirm that. So once again, just sort of see if you resonate with that. And then also just to reiterate, because you know this, but when society is in fear, it keeps us in compliance.
Sure.
So please keep that in mind.
Yeah.
When we are fearful, we are more compliant, we are more dull, we are more willing to do things and allow others, such as the governments, to do things that we wouldn't normally allow.
So make sure, listen, I know I just told you this is a radical depopulation agenda. This is, in fact, the elites of the world coming down to try and sterilize, to cull the population, to massively control you. There are external forces, these massive, powerful, unbelievably influential forces are out there right now, and they want to kill you. They want to kill you, and they want to make you sterile if they can't kill you, so you can't have any more babies, so nobody be like you again, until eventually everybody's just a herd animal being easily led and easily fucking manipulated in every goddamn way. They want to be able to just push you along, like lambs to a fucking slaughter. But don't be afraid, because that's how they win. Man, shut the fuck up. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. God, that is a good pause game, isn't it? That's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Yep. Do I? No, don't care. That's all I wanted out of that video. I didn't want anything more complicated than that. No, I'm good. I do, however, need beer. She's far too hot to be this crazy. Have you not? I have a terrible, terrible truth that I'm going to have to reveal to you. There are many, many, many beautiful, crazy people. There's a lot of overlap there. There's a lot. There's a whole lot. I tend to think it's because people who are very physically attractive, universally speaking, because everybody's got different tastes, right? Like, I don't really necessarily think Elizabeth April is that hot. I don't have the same kind of common taste. I think lots of people are beautiful that others might not think were actually conventionally attractive, is what it is. But I think people who are more kind of universally attractive are so used to people just being like, you're so right. Yeah, of course. And not really challenging them and having a lot of blowback, especially when they're in development and younger and that sort of thing, that they're more primed to being able to believe their own bullshit when they like go on a mental track that leads towards wingnuttery. That's my assumption. As Jeff has said, you ever look at someone hot and then realize they could be a piss drinker? Exactly. You never know. The hotter they are, the more likely they drink their pee. My girlfriend is crazy and beautiful. The best ones are. Right. Okay. Here we go. Speaking of relations, gender relations. There we go. It's from a guy. Somebody filled out. So some of these are like submissions through my Discord. You can always join my Discord. There's a suggestions for Jeff room. I always look at them, or you can email me, jeff@jeffholiday.com. Somebody went down a rabbit hole for this guy. I've only seen this video so far, and I can already tell you we are gonna visit this guy a few times.
Okay, why have you...
Why do you sound like Jesse Ventura?
I have you, as a man, taken out a mortgage in a metropolitan location.
What?
And you work your ass off.
Okay.
Why do you do that? You are doing that because the woman, your wife, wants you to do that, right? Because...
Okay, first of all, I can't afford a mortgage. I don't know anybody who can afford a mortgage. Well, I know like a couple people, but most people can't afford a mortgage. And I'm not really in a metropolitan area. Eugene's kind of a small city.
If you didn't do that, if you didn't have a house in a metropolitan location, she wouldn't even be with you, right? Therefore, because you don't want to be a slave. You don't want to work your ass off, right? Just for that, just because she has to have you have that. You must have that.
My wife makes more money than me, and I'm totally fine with that.
Unless she'll leave you. That is messed up. You are a slave.
A slave!
Why are you doing that? You're just doing that because you want a woman. Just any woman who will be with you, who will supposedly have sex with you.
No. That's very strange. Does this guy's beard meet his chest hair? He needs to shave his neck. He needs to shave his neck. It is very off-putting.
But they don't have sex with you. I mean, how often do you actually have sex with your wife? The wife
quite often
doesn't even like you because she's already had sex with all these chads for all these years, her whole life, and then she marries you because you have money.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like, is he in an office building? Like, are you waiting for court or something? You know, are you coming out of like a specialist office for polyps or something? I don't know. You're like, I'm just suddenly really angry about women. I need to record a video for my YouTube channel. Okay.
A decent man who has money, a decent looking, you might not be good looking at all, but you have the money. You're a decent person who has the money. And then she doesn't have sex with you. And you're a slave.
Who is this video for? This is like the epitome of I made up someone and now I'm mad about them kind of thing, right? Like, what?
She doesn't like you. She's not even sexually attracted to you. Just uses you for the money. And it's been an act. The whole time has been an act. You have been trolled by this woman. Because at the start of the relationship, she probably had sex with you a lot, but she was doing that because she wanted to trick you into believing that she was a very sexually active person and actually liked you sexually. But no, it was a scam. It was totally a scam. You have been scammed. Do you acknowledge that you are?
Do you acknowledge there are people looking at you like you're a fucking lunatic? Like, what are you talking about? What in the fuck? Look, attractions fade. They do. It does happen. Attractions can fade after a while. There are ways to bring it back. But like this broad, yeah, this is self-report. This is absolutely a self-report. I saw somebody was like, he's waiting for court for missing alimony. It may be. This is definitely like, I'm butthurt about something that happened to me and I'm making it everybody's problem. Yeah. Literally just left divorce court. Yeah.
You are a slave. And you're a slave away your whole life to work, to earn just a box around yourself. Could be a cardboard box instead, or a tent in clean air in federal land for free, camping on federal land, rent free. But no, you have to waste your life to pay a mortgage.
It would be so much better, fellas, if you were camping in the forest. Ditch the broad and open yourself to the broader wilderness or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll meet a caked up Bigfoot, a bubbly Bigfoot. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I'm not. Apparently, this guy's been around forever or something. This is my first real experience with him. It's fun. It's fun, but I'll be very discerning. Very discerning. Okay. Just looking at this. Okay, cool. All right, next up. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He doesn't actually put, like, a title card up. This is Cody ITC, another one of those channeler motherfuckers. This time, he claims he's speaking to Richard Simmons. Now, R.I.P. and pepperonis, Richard Simmons, a real one. I love Richard Simmons. One of the most beautiful people to ever live. A fantastic human being. But, yeah, so this will probably get us a little angry. Cody.
passed away from natural causes, Richard.
Oh dear.
This light is everywhere. The smell of fresh flowers.
So he's making it sound like Richard Simmons is guiding other people into the light. Now, this is... yeah, he died really recently. Really, really recently. I will give Cody ITC this. At the very least, he's making it sound like Richard Simmons is helping people and not in agony. I like... The Trayvon Martin one still fucks with me. Still fucks with me a lot. It's one of the reasons why I hate this guy so much. He did a Spirit Box session talking to Trayvon Martin, and he made it sound like the kid was burning in hell. Like, what the fuck? It was so dark. It was so bad. And it drives me fucking nuts because, like, how hard is it to make these videos? He probably has, like, footage of just, like, the Spirit Box going DDDD, because that's all these videos are. That's it. And it's probably not the same footage, and he probably, like, generates the voices himself, puts them through a bunch of fucking filters and things like that, or, like, he uses his own microphone, and, like, pitch shifts it and shit. Like, it's such... The YouTuber in me is mad that I didn't think of a grift this fucking good. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Ugh. I want to see Richard play the bass and Kiss, but just as... Oh, okay, yeah. God damn it. No. Richard Simmons and Gene Simmons are very different people. It would be awesome if Richard Simmons took over for Gene Simmons, though, because Gene Simmons sucks ass. What a piece of shit. What an absolutely terrible human being. Although I do have a love for Kiss when they were in their disco period. Pretty badass. I was made for loving you, baby. Hey. It's just this. It's just this over and over and again. Why won't I debate Charlie Kirk? I'll debate Charlie Kirk. Sure. What should we debate on? All right. Moving on. Next up, we have this piece of shit. How long has it been? How long has it been since we have had Dr. John Bergman on the fucking Roundup? Dr. John fucking Bergman. This fucking grifter piece of shit. Here we go.
How to adjust the facial bones and skull bones in order to decrease this pressure on the sinuses. Now, what I want you to do is take a look going in this direction. So what you're going to see is the nose is slightly off to the side.
No, not really. I mean, maybe a little bit, sure. Okay, study the nose, because apparently it's going to be different soon.
If you're seeing, also, this cheek is slightly forward and this is forward. Now, coming in palpatory, that sphenoid bone is off to the left-hand side. Now, the sphenoid articulates with the occiput, and he also has an occipital bone that's laterally deviated. Since the sphenoid is incredibly sensitive to move in that direction,
no, it's not.
Move the occipital bone first.
You cannot move the bones in your face like that. You cannot. No.
So I'm going to support the parietal on the opposite side and apply pressure of about 5 to 10 pounds for about 3 to 4 seconds. And that de-stressed out it very much.
He's wearing a Bergman family chiropractic shirt. It's literally one of his staff. It's literally one of his staff. Oh, you fucking dipshit.
And now the sphenoid, I'm going to contact the zygomatic and the frontal, open those up, apply about a 2 to 3 pound of pressure because that's incredibly sensitive.
The idea of somebody
Wait,
touching my
no
head like
gloves?
that just fucking...
Gloves. Why do I need gloves? Wait, making sandwiches here. I'm going to apply pressure on the roof of the mouth, the hard palate. I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on the right side to kick that nose over, but also to de-stress out the sinuses.
You're going to kick his nose over.
Tiny bit of pressure there. And I'm literally prying my fingers apart to put significant...
Okay, public service announcement. Do not, and I repeat, do not ever put your fucking fingers in somebody's mouth unless you're fucking them and they want you to, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't, like... Mouths are disgusting. Mouths are fucking germ factories. Sometimes that's hot. Sometimes that's hot. In the right circumstances, sometimes that's hot. But God, just get your fucking hands out of his mouth. Ugh.
Force load on there to de-stress that area out. Now you can take a look. So the lateral deviation is...
It looks exactly the fucking same. It looks exactly the fucking same. Do you know why? Because chiropractic isn't real. It's all fake. It's all make-believe. It's all bullshit. What about dentists? Well, I guess dentists are okay. Gonna have to fuck my dentist. She's cute. It's good. Yeah, sure. I used to have a dentist. He looked, and I swear to God, he looked just like Cillian Murphy. Just like Cillian Murphy. No joke. No fucking joke. And it was, this was years and years ago. I hadn't been to a dentist in like 15 years, and I was really nervous. And then he walked in, and I'm like, hi. Hello. Okay. And he was really nice. I'm like, sure. Whatever you need. It was very distracting. But so distracting, I got over my initial fear of my dentist, and he was great. And it actually... Wonder what his fingers taste like? Flowers. Yeah, he was hot, dude. Hot dude. Very nice, too. Very nice. But now I have a different dentist, and she's old and Slavic. But she's still nice and very good. So, you know, it's okay. Anyway, in the same vein, let's get to the human garage.
There it goes. Push your tongue right out. Okay. Feels like someone's in my lungs pushing up.
So if you haven't seen this before, I think it was last month, the Human Garage is kind of like this chiropractor collective or some shit. And their new thing that they're trying to sell is tongue popping. They grab your fucking tongue and they pull until it pops. It's disgusting.
So happy to catch you live. I used to watch your vids when I was homeless.
Aww.
Now I'm coming to you from my own place and can share some love.
Yay!
Thanks for providing joy, education, and endless wingnuttery.
That is so wonderful. Young Tessie, I really appreciate that. And that really warms my heart to hear that you're doing so much better. That's really fucking cool. That's really, really fucking cool. Good for you. Yeah, massive, massive congratulations. That's so cool. Man, I feel good now. That's really cool. All right, anyway, we got more on this video.
Yeah. Take a deep breath.
Feel really good.
Feels really good.
All of this is released.
Yeah. You want to follow up with a modified butthole release? Want to try?
All right.
Modified butthole release. Oh, wow. I'm going to need another beer for this one. I've already watched it. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. Not on any of the rewatches. There we go.
Respira, however you say it.
He's just getting in there.
It really feels like I took off underwear, like there's less pressure down.
Your face actually.
He just loosened up your butthole, dude. Of course. Of course. Of course.
Changed a lot.
I feel like my eyes are brighter.
See, no, his face changed.
Even though I'm not smiling, it just feels like, yeah, that felt like emotional pressure release.
Usually.
super relaxed.
Yeah, you just got fucked in the butt. You just got digitally fucked in the butt. Of course, yeah, you feel super relaxed now. Like, what are you talking about? What? Your farts will whistle now? Yeah. Modified bunghole. Indeed. These people are fucking lunatics. All right, let's see. Hey! Flip Normal became a sponsor. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We appreciate all patrons. Patreon.com/Jeff Holiday. And channel members of the Jeff Holiday channel. Appreciate you so much. Cheers and salute to you, my friends. All right, next.
Cancer is the body's last attempt to get rid of all of the different cytotoxins and metabolic waste that have been built up into your bloodstream from you eating the wrong foods.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Cancer is your body being like, you ate too many raisins. Too much Diet Pepsi. Time for cancer. Okay. PhD biochemist. From where? From where?
Cancers and tumors are good for you when the body has a bunch of toxins in them. Yes, it is.
How long should these cancer and tumors last?
Until you eradicate all the toxins out of the body. We get rid of tumors all the time, and the body.
So cancer and tumors are good for you. You just need to change your diet, and then the cancer and the tumors will just fuck right off. Okay.
Gets rid of cancer all the time. I'm not a healer. I just help facilitate the healing. The body is a healer. I'll be disingenuous and I will be on a high horse to say that I heal the body of anything. No, you have the power. Your body heals itself. And you can do this without buying herbs from me. That's how it's not about the money. I'm a millionaire. It's not about the money. It's showing you who you are and the capabilities that the Creator gave you. So, for instance, if you're constantly eating foods that you're not supposed to be eating, whenever you eat these foods get broken down and get delivered to the cell. When the foods get broken down and get delivered...
Okay. It's not like your bloodstream comes along to each of your cells and is like, yo, want some cheeseburger? That's not how that works. That's not how digestion works. That's not how anything works.
To the cells eat these foods on a micro level. Well, just like you have to defecate and go to the toilet, your cells defecate. They just don't have legs and they're floating on an interstitial fluid called lymphatic fluid, so they poop on top of them cells. Well, what's supposed to happen?
Listen, y'all. The problem is that your cells be pooping all over themselves. They be pooping all over themselves. And there ain't nobody there to be cleaning up the poop all over your cells. What the fuck are you fucking saying? What the fuck are you talking about? I hate it when I'm full of cell poop. I'm just covered internally with cell poop. Fuck, man. Yeah, I know. Cells don't poop. Your cells don't poop, guys. They don't poop.
Happen is the lymphatic fluid goes through the body and it picks up all of the metabolic waste from the cells and take it to lymph nodes. When it goes to the lymph nodes, you have macrophages and bacteria that breaks this food down. When you break this food down, these foods turn into acid. So they got to go through these lymph vessels, go to the kidneys, and then you urine it out through some.
That is not how literally any of it works. Oh my fucking God. That is not how any of this works. Does this dude really think like your ham and eggs breakfast gets like chewed up and then pieces of it get taken to the cell and then the cell's like nom 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 and then the cell just goes and shits all over itself? And like, what the fuck? What in the actual screaming shit of Christ is this dude fucking talking about? Holy fuck. This dude sells health advice. Is that not gonna read? What the fuck? Motherfucker. Okay. I'll read that in just a second. I'm still You ever have like that experience where something is so fucking dumb that your brain just kind of clicks off? Like it's really weird. I don't know, Jeff, a guy with a hat like that, I kind of want to believe everything he's saying. Sure. It's a very trustworthy hat. Turbear says, I have a degree in archaeology and know more about how digestion works than this self-proclaimed biochemist yeesh. And the thing is, there is no law that he is technically breaking. Isn't that fucked up? It's fucked up.
Something called urea. That's what your metabolic waste break down to, potentially urea and creatinine, and then you urinate it out, right? So this is the crazy thing about this.
Creatine. Creatine? Creatine.
That's right. If the food you eating is mucus forming and is acidic forming, they start to burn the cell. When they burn the cells, it messes up the integrity of the cells, and then it starts sucking the oxygen out of the cells. So the cells are made to go in an anaerobic state. Anaerobic mean without oxygen. Aerobic mean with oxygen. So whenever the body goes through a stage where they have to proliferate, or if they have to survive without oxygen, something sets in. It's called mutation. These are your 4 stages of detoxification.
Jesus fucking shit Christ. Oh my God, dude. No. Oh my God. Miss Parker. Miss Parker's here. Hang on. Hey, how you doing, Miss Parker? How are you doing? Everybody should go check out Miss Parker's channel, by the way. I hope you're good, Miss Parker. I'm doing the roundup early this month because I'm going to be going on a motorcycle tour for the next 2 weeks around like Vegas, San Francisco, that sort of thing. You know, no big deal. No big deal. Just me riding a Harley all around the country. Not a big deal. You know, looking super badass. Super, super cool. You know, it's totally fine. Not a big deal. Anyway, Yaki fucking sucks. This dude is an asshole. She was here last time too? Well, I don't know. I can't pay attention to literally everything that's happening right now, can I? You expect too much of me. Mickey says, tumors kill the toxins from chili dogs. Confirmed. Indeed. Indeed. Facts. We call that facts. All right, cool. All right. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to address a random thing that actually happened totally by accident. So when I do the roundups, right, I get a whole list of the videos that I'm going to watch, and I plug them into how I think it's going to make the most sense, right? Like that's just kind of how I try and build like the narrative of the roundup, and I want the narrative of the roundup this month to be Bubbly Bone Men. That's because I'm still just on that Bubbly Bone Men kick. I just realized that Yaki and then 2 more videos are literally the only 3 videos I have. Oh no, there's Mumbi. It's not important. I was just like, it's 3 videos in a row where they're all of a very specific ethnicity. And I'm kind of like, oh, shit. I guess I did that on accident, and it might look kind of bad. But now everybody's going to notice it because I mentioned something. My bad. I should have just shut the fuck up. Anyway, here's Remedy H.
This ancient force, brothers and sisters, is activated by the waters of life. What are the waters of life? The oceans. See, brothers and sisters, the same ocean that you see out there, it's the same ocean that's within your body. All the salts of the oceans is within you.
Sure.
Understand this. The memories of the past for where we failed and where we were literally fought against by a well-known enemy, that memories are there. The memories are there.
I love Remedy H, and I wish he would do like books on tape, because I love the way he talks. The way he talks is so fucking dramatic and so interesting. It's just his content is like batshit fucking crazy, but I love his fucking voice. I love the way he fucking talks and he narrates things. Like, it's so good.
Therefore, drink forth the waters of life. When you drink the waters of life, you're literally consuming the energies of the ocean. Do you need to be near the ocean? No, because the ocean is within you as well.
Don't drink ocean water. That's a really bad idea.
We are now coming into a definite stage of energy and power where we, as the original beings, will have to operate in the fullest decorum of nature.
Don't know what that means.
Standards, where you're able to look at your enemies and speak their demise, and it will happen as it speaks.
He can kill with a word like Muad'Dib from the David Lynch movie.
You are literally power in the flesh. There is a dark energy, an ancient dark force.
Yeah.
That is coming to the surface.
Bubbling up, if you will.
It's no longer underground.
Like a bubbly bone man.
It's a dark energy.
A wizard's getting in my brain.
Become one with this power. Become one with this force. You misunderstand that nature is this power, nature is this force, and she remembers everything.
Kermit says at least he's parked. True! Very true. Very true. At least he's parked. It could be worse.
The water records every age, every dimension, every realm. The water literally records everything, all of the memories of the original beings.
Ooh, hey, actually, random comment just made me think of this, actually. Not Bene Gesserit, how about the Bene Jezebel? Hey, is that a thing? Maybe I've had too much beer. I don't know. Let's see. No, I needed more.
Where we come from, who we are, what we are all about is within the waters.
Infinite waters, diving deep once again.
They thought if they could drink our blood is the water of life for them. They thought if they could drink our blood and eat our flesh, then they would get what we have. No. No artificial intelligence could ever maintain a balance for the original beings.
Somebody says I call this guy Lames Earl Jones. Okay. Again, singing praises of Remedy H because amazing voice, amazing cadence, amazing way of like speaking and everything like that. I wanted something a little bit different than what I usually play from him, which is like these Saxons are terrible. We're going to kill them with our mind bullets and our matrix powers and shit. So, it is what I swore, I could have sworn he said bubbly bone man, thick skelly. No one noticed the thick skelly part, though. This should be, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Too soon, but it's a good joke. Well, okay. All right. Next up, we have, okay. You're being just a little Yakubian right now. Am I? Am I being Yakubian? When you look at me, do you see Yakubian energy being displayed here? I don't know. Like I'm not trying to be Yakubian. I'm trying to be Pleiadian. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, so as we tend to do on the Wingnut Roundup, we like to have what I have dubbed Dragon Watch, where we go back and we look and see what's happening with the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the destructor and the creator of the known universe, Mr. JRASX, and he hasn't put out a video this month. Maybe he finally died. Maybe. That sounds harsh if you don't know who I'm talking about, but the guy literally begs for death in every video that we watch, so it's not that grim. It's actually more of a joke. He might be dead. I'll literally, here, you know what? Did he put out a video today? JRAS6. Did he? Come on, man. Come on. Let us know you're still alive. Nope. He might be dead. But wait. We know he's not dead. We know he's not dead for a simple fact of the matter that if he died, we would have all seen the effects. Remember, when he dies, he's going to sweep away creation and take all of our pets and burn alive all of the Chinese. So that hasn't happened yet. So I don't think he's dead. I think he's just being lazy. But we do have another dragon. We have another fucking dragon. And I'm so excited to share him with you. Here we go. Let's go. Another dragon. Young dragon, if you will.
There is multiple tongues and ways of dragons communicating with humanity. We do speak English, however. We roar. Here, click and hiss. This is...
Ladies, that's quite a tongue. Also, dope fucking tattoos.
Because there is far more ways of communicating in the universe than just the English tongue. The great dragon scrolls and teachings to humanity are not always passed down in the human dialect, but projected etherically in raw form. Doing it through this way is far more effective than speaking English. Reason being is because everything is energy. Moving particles and atoms directly has a greater effect.
I don't know what any of that means. Ah! And then I guess he's talking about indigenous people spirituality. That's cool. Based, I mean, right? Like, yeah.
Just the English tongue.
Look, hey, proof is in the pudding. I can't roar like that. I can't make a dragon roar. I can't do that kind of shit. He obviously can. So whomst am I? Whomst are you to say that he's not a dragon, given flesh? He should do voice acting. Yeah, he's got really good voice acting too. Yeah, it's got a good one there. It's crazy. You know what? He would be a fucking killer ass vocalist for a metal band. Holy shit. You just call it like Dragon Roar or some shit. It'd be great. Yeah. Go to the cliff and give my best dragon? Okay. All right, fine. I'll do it. Here, I'll do it. Roar! Rawr! Rawr, rawr. I'm a dragon. Rawr. Is that good? I hope it was good. Well, anyway, why didn't the echo actually work? What the fuck is happening with that shit? Did I not do it right? Here. Roar. Roar. There we go. I did it wrong. Everybody. Shit. All right, anyway. Yeah, I'm the Alpha and Omega now. Maybe. Did I nail it? Good. Sweet. I'm glad. All right, guys, it's about that time. So we need to have a little bit of a content warning. Everything else left in this roundup. There are 3 videos left. 3 videos. Now, we had a little bit of a drought. Last Wingnut Roundup, we did not have super gross fucking videos, okay? Not really. But I found some fucking doozies for you this month. And if you don't want to see some gross shit, fuck off. Just fuck right off out of the video right now. Just go with my blessing. I love you. I think you're amazing. You're beautiful. We'll kiss later. It's totally fine. Whatever. It's fine. But only the strong can make it through the final gauntlet of the Wingnut Roundup. It is time. And we'll start out a little light. Yes, piss drinking Megamind is light on this.
So I am just pulling back my foreskin after a long run, and I'm just smelling the head of the shroom. Whoa, it's kind of fishy.
Ooh.
I'm going to smell the sides of the ball.
You need some antibiotics.
Ball bag as well, kind of like Molly Shannon. So we come into horse stance, close your anus, 1, 2, 3, rub, and
That smells amazing.
Getting high on my own supply. Bubbly Bone Man.
So the fishiness indicates, because the foreskin is the exhaust pipe of the body, that maybe I need to have a little bit more chlorella.
Your foreskin is the Your foreskin is the what of the body? It's the exhaust pipe of the body. Sure. Why not?
And maybe do a little bit of urine therapy.
No.
So if you also need to detox, just come into horse stance, close the anus, come onto your tippy toes. This is an ancient Chinese, classical Chinese medicine, Taoist form of urination technology. And then you keep your anus closed, your pubococcygeal muscle engaged. You open the front gate of the sperm palace, the sex palace, which is also known as the urethromeatus. And then you kind of grunt and growl as you apply downward diaphragmatic pressure. Now, I don't really have to go that bad, but we're just going to do a little sample.
Yeah, just grunt and grizz and squiz some out, right?
It's a form of biofeedback, really, this Shivambu, this urine therapy.
Oh.
Now, I have a lot of B vitamins, so that's why you'll notice
Will, it did actually sound like you needed to go pee-pee.
that my plasma ultrafiltrate of my kidneys, my lemonade, is actually very, very yellow.
Lemonade.
We're just going to sample that. Oh, yeah!
Straight from the pipe. Straight from the pipe. It's biofeedback because he bioed out some pee and then he fed it back to himself. Oh man. He really is like the best the best content creator for the Wingnut Roundup. Like does not miss a fucking beat, okay? And the dude produces like 60 videos a month. 60 fucking videos a month. This dude is just absolutely on fire. I love him. Will, you should unblock me from Twitter and also stop being an anti-vaxxer. If he would just stop being an anti-vaxxer, I would actually love this man and I would buy him beer. If he drank beer. I'd buy him kombucha. I'd let him drink my piss, okay? It's fine. It's not that complicated. Anyway, moving on. Next. Oh, no.
Hey, guys. So I know that you have drunk your own urine. No, that's just...
No, I have not drank my own urine.
Disgusting. You would never? Well, actually, all of us have. Because as babies, the amniotic sac that we are developed in the womb, is comprised mainly of the baby's urine. Because the baby drinks the fluid in the amniotic fluid and then pees it out and then drinks it again, looping the urine. Now, this is absolutely not false information. You can find this on Google. However, there's no details about why babies do this. That's the information that they won't share.
Okay, whether or not that happens, I don't think there's a big conspiracy about people not wanting to know that babies are drinking pee. I think most people just don't want to think about babies drinking pee. Okay? No.
Today, I'm having a oat and evolved urine soak for its healing properties and its skin softening properties. Why do you think baby's skin when they first come out is so soft?
Gross!
Big love.
Gross! Okay. 2 reasons this is disgusting. Number 1, it's not that she peed in the bath. No. She didn't pee in the bath. She pissed in a jar, aged it in the sunlight so it got nice and fetid, drew a bath, poured in the ancient aged stinky pee, and then got in the tub. But also, you ever touch a baby? You know why the baby's so soft? Pee. It's because of pee. It's because of urine. Because of pee. Like, dude, that's even more disgusting. Like, it's not whether or not, like, it's true, the contents of the amniotic fluid or whatever like that. It's just thinking about it like that. Kind of fucking weird. Kind of fucking strange, man. Little fucking strange. But this leads us to our last video. And I'm going to tell you right now. This last video is really fucking gross. It's really gross. And there's a reason why this video is coming after this video. Okay? There's a reason why. And I think I'm giving you enough warning for it. It's really fucking gnarly. It's gnarly. So if you want to bow out, you're like, yeah, I can handle pee. It's really gross, guys. It's just gross. But here we go. All right. Anyway.
So it's so interesting when you don't use Google to look up any ailments, because these are starting to look like blood blisters.
Same lady, Lucy Aura, same lady, posted on TikTok. It's so interesting when you don't want to see a doctor, when you're just gonna deal with shit on your own.
Can you see there's like blood kind of coming out of them? So feeling into it intuitively, I feel like my blood is purifying. I feel like it's literally sending out toxins to the surface of the skin to be rid from the blood. My eyes are still looking really clear though. That for me is the sign of health. Check out my
Yeah, you look so fucking healthy. So fucking healthy right now.
tongue. There is a full detox happening in my body. So grateful to my trust right now. I feel like this dry part of the fasting is really going to speed everything up in terms of the detox, and so it's just going to send everything up to the surface really, really quickly.
Okay, I'm not a doctor. That is the worst case of fucking scabies I've ever seen in my life. If that's not chicken pox or like some variety of because chickenpox is a type of like herpes. It's a type of the herpes simplex virus. If that's not some sort of chickenpox, that is the worst case of fucking scabies I've ever seen in my fucking life. Holy shit. Go to the fucking doctor. Stop bathing in your pee-pee. Don't be getting into the bath like bathing in your pee when you're covered in blisters and boils. What in the fuck is going on? Dude. Absolutely not. What the fuck? She lives in the woods with her kids. I'm having a hard time. Bacterial or viral? I mean, maybe. Like, none of us, even if one of us were, even if right now there's like a general practitioner or even dermatologist is watching, you can't just diagnose somebody by looking at the video. You can get a good idea. Sure. To me, it looks like the worst scabies I've ever seen in my life. And God, I fucking hate scabies. And if it is scabies, God, I hope her kids didn't get it, because it's so contagious. It's so contagious. Ugh. So gnarly. All right, well, who here was a real champion? Whomst here made it to the end? Who is a real fucking champion of the Wingnut Roundup? Sound off in the chat for me. Do it, baby. Do it, baby. Yeah. As I mentioned at the very beginning. Aww. Hello.
I might be mean about it sometimes, but Jeff did write an honestly fantastic book that definitely deserves a sequel and more promoting than he's done. Check out The Dead Dream Wakes.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I did, a long, long time ago, write a horror novel. I've had the sequel 75% written for over a decade. I just never had the time to finish it. But, yeah, if you ever want to check out my writing efforts, that's definitely something you can do. Once again, just trying to keep up with it, and I thank you, Rodania. I love you. Also, thank you for the camera. You're a wonderful guy. Can't wait to hang out with you in England, jolly old England, in November, where I will be. Again, the reason why we're doing the roundup now as opposed to at the end of the month is because I'm going to be gone for the next almost 3 weeks, going around like Las Vegas area, southern Utah, San Francisco, that sort of thing. So I'll be off and about with cousin Matt on Harley-Davidson motorcycles going brother, all over the fucking place, having a great time. I will miss you guys very much. Work is continuing, of course, on the MP videos. I have a lot done on it, and hopefully I'll be able to pick them up and start producing them very quickly as soon as I get back home. But my Wingnut family, I am so glad I got a chance to actually do this with you before I had to go. It means the world to me to be able to come back here every single month, as we've done for a long time, and reconnect with you as you reconnect with me. We take a quick little journey. We have a little bit of fun. And at the end of the day, we say goodbye. Goodbye. Until next time. I love you guys so much. You are all in my mind. In my mind, you are all my delicious, caked up, Bigfoot, bubbly bone men. Ooh, yeah, baby. Good night, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.
Death orgy. And you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and bucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and